all right. So that was all right. So you attend Jamestown. Your first game, right?
Oh yeah. You saw that?
Yeah. First game. You played against my team.
Oh, you was there that year?
TC3.
You was there though?
I was playing.
You was?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I remember. So look, the crazy part is from again mentioning Tippy. It was one of the dudes that used to work out with Tippy. His name Tassim.
Yep.
So
Tassim.
yeah, he kind of remember.
Tassim was with me.
Right.
Me and
See,
Tassim,
so that stood out to me more. But you was there? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
But go ahead, speak the stats.
But hold on. But people's schedules is different. Was that your first game?
That was my first
of your JUCO career.
Yes, first college game.
That was my first game.
Oh, really?
Career.
All right. Yeah, I see. All right. I see what you're saying. Right.
So you come TC3, you come to our home. I ain't gonna lie. You go crazy.
Went crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, you had 38.
To be exact.
38. I ain't gonna lie.
15 rebounds, bro.
I'm like, nah, this is deja vu. This is the first time I met Bull. Bull is wild.
Right, that happened.
I'm like, nah, this shit.
That's funny, bro. That's funny how life works. I forgot. That's crazy, bro. It slipped my mind.
Yeah.
But nah, that was one of those. For me, that was just believing in the work that I did. Sacrifice, like I said, mentioning waking up 6 in the morning. That worked. It came because other than that, I wasn't really working on my game other than being outside. And at that point, I didn't really know how to work on my game as far as like how to work and what to do. I was just shooting the basketball. Now when I gave it Tippy, it's certain things that he's setting you up, putting you in certain situations, so he realized you might lack at something. But like I said, all that work and that sacrifice led up to that very moment, bro, which was my first college game, and I had 38 and 15 rebounds.
15. Oh, I didn't even add that. My fault.
I remember. That's what I was saying. That's why I laughed.
Damn,
I shot 7 for 14. I shot 14 threes that game. I hit 7. 50%. Still 50%, but I don't know if I ever shot that many threes in my life, but I don't know what was on my mind. It was just
he was bugging. I'm like, damn, I don't know if he it's personal. I don't know.
I really don't know, bro. I just gotta give love to the grind, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. He's bugging, man. So freshman year, you averaged 21 points a game. It seemed like it was easy transition for you for the most part from high school to JUCO. What do you say to your transition going into JUCO? Like?
I mean, at that point, I feel like I had like a good foundation to like still grow as far as becoming an adult, like I mentioned, of course. Because yes, it was about basketball, but a lot of stuff was mental for me too as well. So like even with my coach, shout out to Coach Cordovano. He was a dude that he'll tell you like it is. So like I would come to him and with worries of with stuff that's going on back home and whatever the case may be. And one thing he told me is you only go focus on what you can control. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So once I really got the gist of what he was telling me, the only thing I could have controlled was my grades and everything at that time and being in the gym. Yeah. So it kind of became easier the more like I said, again, started networking and being transparent with who I was at that very moment. To be able to hear what I needed to hear from certain people, like my coach. In a sense, he was my coach at that time, for me to sharpen my focus. And I at that time I wasn't even like a gym rat or anything like crazy. Like I feel like if I was, I probably what I'm saying. But that was my first time starting to lift weights and all that.
Oh, so this is all
everything is new.
For
the most part, everything. But like I said, I was also putting in that work as far as sacrificing, grinding. My coach had his own like workout plans in the preseason and stuff like that too. But I was already locked in from high school. So it was just a matter of just repetition, repetitive work. And, that moment you be ready for the opportunity. That's all it was for me, I look at it.
So freshman year, I was 21. Was you getting any looks at this point? Like any offers, interest from like big schools?
If I did, I didn't know of it.
Mm-hmm.
At that, some people talk to your coaches and stuff like that. Yeah. And depending on how you are as a player, your coach might not tell you nothing because they don't want you to get too big-headed or whatever. But I didn't have, to answer your question, not the front, no, I ain't have nothing.
Nah.
I wasn't even worried about it, to be honest. Like,
that's crazy.
I was so focused on being present, I wasn't worried about, what was next. Like you said, my freshman year, so I had another year.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
You just thinking about the dinner.
And we was losing every game, too, a majority of the game. So, it was nothing for me to be too happy about, if that makes sense. So, that element that I was in, from my perspective, I wasn't worrying about moving forward, but other than just getting better at that moment.
Do you remember what your record was that year?
Shoot, I know we had more losses than wins. I'll tell you that. That was it. As an individual, and like I said, all them other players that the coach was recruiting before I got my opportunity. When I told you, like I said, I barely was wanted. I believe it was like a grade thing. I remember I played with the point guard Calvin. He was playing. Like the other two, we didn't really get an opportunity to play all together. Is what I'm trying to say. So it could have been grades, it could have been, but at that moment, like I said, a lot of stuff was just happening, and with me blossoming and coming from barely being wanted, it was almost like I couldn't think too much along ahead because like I barely made it here. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to figure out.
So that's what I was.
All right, so now we're going to senior year, second year.
Yeah.
Now you go up, you bump it to 25 points a game.
They start calling plays for your boy. Hey, let's go
T.
Yeah, number 23 had to play goal 23. So and I think, like I said, you know, I could give credit to myself as far as connecting with myself with my coach. I feel like that point, like he really almost fully invested into me being his best player at that moment. That's how I look at it, you know. And not saying that I was better than anybody, but you know, along them things, it was just, you know, given that opportunity. So yeah, you know, I scored, you know, extra 4 points more than last year. My game unlocked more too, as far as like, you know, just being more on board, bringing the ball up the court, and my confidence was just through the roof. It wasn't even about like nothing in particular, just being able to do what I do, like, and like a lot of shots. If you watch my highlights on YouTube, a lot of my shots was wild. Like if you look back to this day, you be like, yo, those some tough shots you was hitting, but I don't know, bro. Yeah, it was just a vibe, bro. And like I said, I gotta give credit to the grind, just being in the gym, and I wasn't even a heavy gym rat. I just did what I had to do, and it just led to the next thing.